everybody, welcome to Star, the show where we ask, what do you think? Today's topic, we're going to talk about two things, ghosts and spirits, and the definition between them both. Many people have different opinions about what a ghost is and maybe some different definitions about what a ghost or a spirit really is. So just to help clarify and maybe educate some people, I'm going to give you the best definition that we have of each. So let me just start off by what is a ghost. A ghost is an image that has been recorded onto a medium, by a medium, played back through a medium, and viewed through a medium. Meaning, let me simplify that for you, meaning that you have an actor who, let's say, is in a scary movie, and he runs, he trips, and he falls, and the killer's right behind the actor. No matter how much you want to stand up and yell at that particular actor, hey, get out of the way, he's just going to keep doing what he's going to do because that image has been recorded onto film or digital media. Back in the old days, you could be able to record onto film, and they used film for a long time until nowadays we use digital files or digital media, meaning DVDs. We use digital like memory cards, digital files, things like that to store that information. So we can take in a lot more than back when you had film. Now we can delete pictures, take as much as we want, those kind of things. And so really the interesting thing with ghosts is that we're able to capture a lot more of these ghost images than we could when we're only limited to the amount of film that we can carry. Now we're limited to the amount of memory, like 1 terabyte, 3 gigs or 4 gigs, and when that, so we can definitely record a lot more. And so as you guys see the internet, and you guys are definitely probably looking at different things where, ghosts caught on camera and things like that. Not that we say that not everything on the internet is true and not everything not on the internet is true. So there is some element of truth to some things and maybe not to others. So back to what a ghost is so that image that you have seen will always do the same thing. It basically, a good example of this is Gettysburg. So when you go to visit Gettysburg, sometimes you'll see ghost images of soldiers because of the minerals and the different structures underneath that have the ability to record that image. So you will see that image of that soldier walking and then disappear. And then maybe an hour later, the same thing, and disappear. It's just like watching a movie, but you're there, you're live, and you're watching this particular individual whose image has gotten recorded. Case in point, the Stanley Hotel. I love that hotel. I've been there. I had the opportunity to take a tour of that hotel, and I saw my own ghost image. I am still here with you guys, so obviously I'm not dead and I'm not a ghost. What happened at that location is that whole hotel is built in a big area that contains granite, which contains quartz, which is a recording mineral, and we'll get into that at a different time. But the whole thing with that is that your image then gets recorded, and anytime there's a slight shift or a tremor in the ground, your image will then be played back. At the same time, you might see something from the 1800s or 1900s to the 70s. Like I saw what looked like people in bell bottoms. At the same time, I kind of saw myself come around the corner. And so it's kind of a bit weird to see that. They're very, very faint. It's not like you're going to turn and see yourself and, it's super, super faint. It's kind of, but it kind of startles you a little bit. You go, hey, what? I just saw myself. So there are those kind of things. Now, what a spirit is basically us, but without a body. It's intelligent. You can talk to them. They can interact with you, those kind of things. Most of them are good, some not so good. We really don't deal with the not so good ones. And that's a whole another topic that we'll talk about later. But we're just going to talk about what the spirits are that we know. Usually spirits are loved ones, brother, sister, grandma, mom, dad. Those are those people that usually visit you right after they pass, just to say goodbye or to tell you that they love you. Some people say they're guardian angels, people that watch over you. They're there for you. They comfort you. They're really there to provide assistance. I think it's kind of a bit, how do I say, kind of a bit kind of crass to think that we can jump to that conclusion that we kind of know everything, that we say, oh, hey, oh, these can't exist, or oh, there's no such thing. I had the opportunity to interview two separate families who had their quote paranormal experiences. One whose child said that they saw a young person, a young kid, in their bedroom, and another child that said almost the same thing. One mother was like, my child's crazy, she can't be seeing this stuff, and really was kind of freaking out, and kind of took her to a doctor to try to figure out what was going on. Another mother was asking her child, okay, well, who is it? What is their name? What do they look like? What color was their hair? Just really wanted the child to explain to her so they could really do some of their own research and figure it out. So you have two ends of that spectrum. So going back to what we were talking about, these kind of things, is that there's so much that we don't even know about, which is why we love doing what we do, is being able to just envelop ourselves into our environment. So we really enjoy going out and having an open mind and getting out there and really just delving into all these unknown experiences and trying to find out what exactly is out there. And to be honest with you guys, you will see on the internet, you'll see all kinds of people. They're building all kinds of devices, things to try to find paranormal activity. And, I see a lot of comments like, oh, this is stupid, this is dumb, or whatever. But we don't know. It's an unknown science. So to think that this might be dumb, maybe it works for that person. Whatever device they have, they've obviously make it for a reason, and they obviously believe that it works for them. So I think it's pretty important that not only, we love and support all of that. We think that it's really cool that if you have your own idea, that you're willing to share that with us and with others. So one of the things that we tried doing, it was suggested by one of our viewers, which we really appreciate, because it's people like you that give us these ideas. So while we investigate and we're out doing all our paranormal stuff, we take your ideas that you submit to us and we actually put them in the field and we try them. So the more that you guys give us, the better we are, because then we can actually try what you give us, and then we'll let you know how it worked. So anyways, one of the things that one of our viewers decided was, hey, what if, just hypothetically, what if there was this mirror universe? Meaning that the spirit world is here on Earth, but like in a different dimension. So what if it's like being in a mirror? What if when we talk, on occasion they can hear us, but they can't understand it, maybe because it's backwards. So what we did was we took that idea and we said, hey, you know what? I think you might be onto something, let's try it. So we took that idea and we set a chunk of questions, and we recorded some questions, and we played those questions in reverse. And then we waited, and we tried to see if we could get a response, because maybe if we reversed it, they would be able to hear it forward. So, I mean, I've never been there and come back to know, yes, this is it. Again, this is not an exact science. This is all just trial and error. We've done everything from Morse code to reverse questions, the mirror image. We have done quite a few different things, and they're all really great, and they've all been awesome suggestions that you guys have given us. So again, we encourage that you all provide us with whatever you want to see us do. Whenever we go on investigation, we will always try to do this live. We'll always try to be on Facebook Live for you. You're always more than welcome to come visit us at starinvestigation.net, where you can view our Facebook page and also check out our episodes. So again, we will see you at starinvestigation.net, and we hope to see you all on our next investigation.